So just seeing the Cameleon go through this bit of a field. It's quite a stony field here. You can see the stones sort of lying around. It seems to be coping with the stones well, but it's just doing a fantastic job taking out these. There's some oats here. This is the farm that we took on this year for the first time, and it's got a lot of weed problems in it, so I'm really glad to have the Cameleon here. But you can see it's taking out, you know, these oats, the speedwell, just great big sort of chunks of it, just leaving a lovely clean crop. Again, just sort of great big chunks of, you know, speedwell. Really impressed with the job it's doing. And I think, you know, with the 25 centimetre rows, we did look at a hoe that hoed on narrower rows, but with the 25 centimetre rows, you're just hoeing more of the field. And most of the tests that I've seen, there seems to be no yield reduction at 25 centimetre rows, so we really just need to be hoeing as much of the field as we can, which is why I'm happy to go to this sort of width. This is a slightly kinder soil, so this was hoed a couple of days ago. So you can see that, you know, there's some black grass there with a bit of dirt on it. Still could survive, I suppose. There's bits and pieces here that I don't think will. There's another bit there as well, and there. I think, you know, as long as the weather stays dry for 2-3 days after hoeing, I think, you know, you could definitely expect a lot of these plants not to germinate again or reset themselves. Possibly even look at sort of the depth of the Cameleon as well, maybe having it sort of slightly fleeter than it is. But as you can see, I mean, really the rows are just incredibly clean, and it's definitely going to help competition with weeds. And it's just such an incredibly sort of direct action the hoe has on the soil, and it really, anything that's in its path, it really just is able to hack out. So I think this is looking pretty good for an organic crop of winter wheat. I've just come to a field that we hoed yesterday, just to have a look to see how the weeds are dying off once being hoed, and actually it's a pretty clean field this, but I'm finding some clumps of black grass, and you can see that here's some oats, some cleavers, and some black grass in there as well, still dying off, which is great. Here's some cleavers just wilting away. Also, oh, it looks like some oats here as well. You can see they're lying in the row. They're not going to be growing again. There's a cleaver there still attached. But conditions are actually getting quite hard now, and I have to say, you know, the hoe is still sort of penetrating in the ground and getting in there, which is pretty amazing, and a sort of tine-based hoe would not be able to do that. And of course it's not going to get all the weeds, because it's not going to get the ones in the rows of wheat, but I think it's going to be getting sort of 80%, and even if it brings some of our fields sort of back into being rogable, then I think that's a huge success. And I really think that this machine is going to open up a new load of possibilities of growing different crops for us as well, crops that have been really too uncompetitive to grow organically. So watch this space. Exciting times.